To class him in the same league as Ronaldo and Messi, are we surprised? Are we surprised? What's going on, you beautiful people? Welcome to Bring On United. My name's Dan. What a game. 3-1 against Villa, which manages to push us even further into the third place. Champions League is within our reach, which is great. It was comfortable. It was comfortable. Anybody have any doubts about that game? Because I definitely didn't. To be fair, although we were at Old Trafford, it was going to be a tricky game. We already knew that when we played Newcastle. Seeing how the lads played kind of stepped it up a little bit against Villa. It was great because we needed that win. We need to stay on it. And this week, we've got Bournemouth. United don't do technically well against Bournemouth. Bournemouth are definitely one of our bogey teams. I wouldn't say it's an easy game because there's no games in the Premier League that are easy. Simple. Every single game's difficult. We've seen it in the past. We saw what happened with Wolves and Liverpool. And to be fair, even Wolves and United, anyone can get a result anywhere. And Bournemouth, they're what, 10th in the table at the moment? Yeah, they're still pushing for Europe. United, they've played Bournemouth the last 5 times. It's not gone well for us. And they've obviously lost Semenyo. So I'm hoping their performance isn't going to be as tight as we usually see whenever United play Bournemouth. It's so frustrating. We're so lethargic. The last time that we beat Bournemouth was May 2023 under Erik ten Hag. And who scored? Casemiro. So will he get another one for this game? Hopefully. One more year, Casemiro. One more year. He's been an absolute machine. That guy has been unreal for us this season. A lot of people thought, oh, he's lost his legs. Steady Eddie. He's been a hell of a lot more than just steady. He's been an absolute rock, been an absolute mountain as our Casemiro. United play differently when we're away than we do when we're at Old Trafford. We've always got that crowd that's behind us to push us in the right direction. If there's any lethargic passes or just any lethargic play, it seems that Old Trafford always has that grip on that team where it's like, no, you're going to play quicker. And we found that against Villa, the quick one-touch play was great because we managed to string passes together and break through the lines of Villa, which was great. Bruno Fernandes was incredible throughout that whole game. Even Benjamin Sesko coming on for the goals. But every goal that we got, Bruno had something to do with it, pretty much. And the assists that this guy creates is unbelievable. To class him in the same league as Ronaldo and Messi, are we surprised? Are we surprised? 138 games it's taken Bruno Fernandes to hit 100 assists and 100 goals. When we talk in the realms of Ronaldo, Messi, he's done it before those guys. A lot of people within the industry now are starting to U-turn. United are currently 3rd, obviously because the win that we got against Aston Villa manages to push us up a little bit further in the table, which is great. We've now got breathing room. We're 3 points ahead and our goal difference 13 is looking great. Like we've managed to up that, and obviously that's the signing of Sesko and Mbeumo and and obviously Bruno Fernandes being an absolute machine this season has helped us so much by scoring goals. You can clearly see that last summer's transfer window was successful. Whether we get the midfield sorted this summer, that's one thing that's extremely important. There's only 8 games left of the season, so we could potentially, I don't think we will, but we could potentially catch City up. The games that we've got coming up though, we've still got Liverpool and Chelsea to play, which is going to be tricky. We've got Leeds, which is going to be a fiery one. We've got Bournemouth obviously this week. I'm going to look to do a live stream for. And then I think we still got, Brentford coming up as well. So there's still tricky games. They're games that United are expected to win. We never seem to do well against those kind of sides. Liverpool have kind of dropped off, but they've got like Szoboszlai and that. So it's really, really tricky for us to play against Liverpool now because they're starting to believe in the team again. Although the fan base are massively against Arne Slot. Injuries. We know that we had Mason Mount back last weekend, which was great because obviously now we can rest Cunha. Cunha's played almost every single game for us in the last like 10-15 matches or something daft, so he is going to need a rest. The same for Mbeumo was substituted against Villa. Although he's not injured, he's looking kind of not himself, and one of the crowds managed to film his reaction. I don't know, he seems like really annoyed, not with the fact that he got substituted with Carrick. I don't want to even get into that realm because it's not that, but you can clearly see that he's desperate to perform in front of the Old Trafford crowd. But for me, I think when we get into the lineup, I'm probably going to be taking Mbeumo out and instead replacing him with Ahmad, because Ahmad seems one of those players that will take players onto the byline and he'll cross the ball. He's like a terrier. He's just one of those really irritating players to play against. He's so quick, nimble, tactically great. Sometimes his decision making in the back, not the best. He's just one of those players that constantly plays. And if you're having Cunha on the left, you've got Ahmad on the right, and you've got Benjamin Sesko up front as well. Those three combined really well. I'm not saying that's to push Mbeumo out. Carrick could go the other way and say, right, okay, Mbeumo, you start up front. We'll have Ahmad out on right and we'll have Cunha on the left, just to see whether we can get a little bit more confidence out of Mbeumo, because I suppose the last thing that you want to do is substitute him so then his morale is even worse. So we want him firing on all cylinders like he has been. In the past, he was like the top goal scorer for us, because I think he's on 10 goals. Sesko's on 10 as well now. So whether that is one of the reasons why he's just like, I need to improve, could go one of two ways. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button on this video and let me know what your score predictions is. Would you drop Mbeumo? Would you keep Mbeumo in? Would you put him up front? Would you start him out on right? This game could be absolutely, like, the lineup could be absolutely anything. But every time that we play that team, it just seems like there's a weird atmosphere around the crowd. But let's get into the lineup. So this is the lineup that I've got facing Bournemouth. Le Mans in the back. Again, every single week I mention this. Le Mans is a staple. Like, we're not going to be getting by Endearing. He has just been one of those players for us that is just outshone. He's just been an absolute breath of fresh air. When you go from Onana to Le Mans, it's like you're trying to breathe underwater to actually oxygen. And that's pretty much how we're feeling, because Le Mans has just been unreal. And like, the guy is so calm. The interview that he did recently, just, you can tell by his demeanor, you can tell by his posture, just him as a person, just in general, he's just a nice guy. Quoted how he stays in training for as long as possible, not just for the fact of him going, oh yeah, look at me. The dude's alone at the moment, like in the UK, so he doesn't want to be at home at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon just to do absolutely nothing. He just stays longer at Carrington, which is like great. That's kind of like, not comparing him to Ronaldo. It's one of those workhorse vibes, right? It's exactly the same for Maguire, which we're talking about Maguire, Yoro, Shaw and Mazraoui. That's who I've got at the back. And again, congratulations Mazraoui for winning the AFCON competition. You could put Dalot in the back. Carrick seems to play Dalot a lot, which is great because Dallot's got that kind of workhorse mentality as well. He's always pushing up, but he's always one of these players that seems to get in the right positions and just every time does the wrong final pass, final shot. The guy needs to work on his shooting, because we could have had even more. We could have been 5 or 6 goals up against Villa. I've gone for Mazraoui instead of Dalot, especially against Bournemouth. We've got Mainoo and we've got Casemiro. One more year, Casemiro. But Casemiro, I think, and I've tipped him, like, obviously he scored against Villa. I tip him to get another goal, maybe another header. United have been scoring off a lot of corners and scoring with heads. Like 2 seasons ago, Ten Hag, like, for us, scoring off corners was just impossible. Like, we could not do it. And the fact that the team have managed to turn it around, 100% that goes out to like the backroom staff for Carrick. Casemiro and Mainoo, they're the ones that have got in midfield. Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes, obviously. Bruno Fernandes and his assists are unbelievable. Cunha, I think those 3 will connect really well. Like, again, it's going to be wing play. You play what, a 4-2-3-1 system, and then we've got Benjamin Sesko up front, which I think a lot of you will probably put Mbeumo up front just to try and boost his morale. The way that Benjamin Sesko's coming off the bench, you could have Mbeumo up front, but I've gone for Sesko, for Big Ben to start a game, because he deserves it. The guy is just working phenomenally well. Carrick's got him training well. Even this shot that we've got of Michael Carrick talking to Benjamin Sesko, literally I think it was 5 minutes before he scores that goal, and just the reaction time that Sesko had to think, all right, okay, I've lost that opportunity, jumping over the player, regaining the ball and taking a shot. It's just that quick thought mentality, which I think that we're going to need against Bournemouth. Again, Bournemouth are going to be a tricky side to play. So usually on paper, okay, instead of doing an actually 4-3-3, they do play a 4-2-3-1 system, which is exactly what we had against Villa. And yeah, it worked for United, but they can tweak it to a fluid front 4, so they do like to press as well. So United do need to make sure that they're tight at midfield and keep hold of the ball, because if they lose it, then the counter-attack is like imminent, and United's defence can be quite slow. If they do press hard, it's maybe it's a little bit different now that Semenyo's left. They do try and force mistakes off other sides. As long as United are tight, that's going to leave them basically too far up front so the counter-attack can be on. So again, I think Sesko will probably be great for that, for his pace. Just one ball over the top from Le Mans, it's all it takes, or even a clever ball through from Bruno. As we saw, his assists were phenomenal against Aston Villa. So I think that's pretty much how they would play. We've just got to be careful in midfield, and I don't think Ugarte will be on maybe the last 20 minutes. I'm recording this video before Michael Carrick does his press conference. That's my lineup. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see how it goes. Having Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes, Cunha and Sesko, those 4 are just powerful in themselves, and the fact that you can drop Mbeumo in as well. But United just need to win. If they can keep the momentum going with the wins now, that'll be great for the end of the season, because We've only got 8 games left. That's 24 points left to win. Let's get into the score prediction. So score prediction for Bournemouth. Now, considering we haven't won for the last 5 games, the last time that we won was 1-0. I'm going to suggest that we actually get like a nice 3-3. No, I'm going to go for 2-0. 2-0. I think United are going to be able to keep it at the back now that we've got the 4 at the back. I think having those 4 at the back has made us a lot more stable. I'm going for a 2-0 win for United at the Vitality. Let me know what your score predictions is. Let me know what your lineup is in the comments below. Also, a huge thank you to everyone who's been hitting the subscribe button. You guys are absolutely nuts. 136, that's gone up a lot. Oh, 19, it's gone up since the last video. In a week, that's mental. So huge thank you to every single one of you guys. Keep on sharing the channel out. Can't wait to see your predictions in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep being awesome. See you later. Did you like that video? Well, we've got another one over here. Make sure you hit this box over here and it'll take you over to a brand new video I think you'll like. I really do. I think you'll enjoy it. But if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below your score predictions and also your lineup prediction and what you think is going to happen in the game. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Keep being awesome. See you later.